Hi everyone, so today we're going to be talking about a question from one of my viewers, which is, what does a Scrum Master do all day? And it's a popular question because if you go into Google, if you go on YouTube, you will see one of the top trending searches online is also, what does a Scrum Master do all day? Let's just take this step by step. Let's say the Scrum Master comes in Monday morning. Okay. And you're starting to think, what should be what should this person be doing? Okay. So let's just say 9 to 12. So 1 to, let's say roughly 4 p.m. Draw the swim lanes. And this is just for the Monday here. This is just for the Monday. Let's see what's going on. 9 to 12. It's a top tier recommendation for a lot of Scrum Masters to do their daily stand-up first thing in the morning. So your daily stand-up should be done around about this 9 to 12 spot. After when this is done, you should also be considering to communicating to your stakeholders. Now, the question is, why is that? Why on earth should a Scrum Master go from the daily stand-up and start communicating with the stakeholders? Why? Write in the comments. What do you think that is? Because there will be risks, there will be impediments, there will be problems that's coming out from here that the person has to go back to maybe speak to some of the stakeholders and get some of these problems resolved. That's why this is critical, okay? So daily stand-up and stakeholders, speaking to some of the stakeholders. After this, now people might say, product owner, cool, I don't have a problem. As far as I see, the product owner and the Scrum Master they're working together. If one person can't get the job done, the other person has to do something about it to support the other person. So it's not like the Scrum Master can only do the facilitation of the team. No, the Scrum Master is also allowed to go and talk to stakeholders, despite what you see in literature. You have to make the team perform. You have to make the team keep delivering value to the stakeholders, to the customers. The last thing we want to see is things aren't getting delayed. That's the last thing we want to do, okay? So this is happening, okay? What do you think could be happening else? You can also have a workshop. What types of workshops could be happening? Could be a problem-solving workshop. Problem-solving workshop. It could be a design thinking workshop. It could be a UX workshop. It could be a free Amigos workshop. There are so many things that can be happening. So suddenly, the daily stand-up is taking about 15 minutes. We're having a stakeholder meeting, which could take about 30 minutes. Scrum Master might go for a coffee break, whatever. So 1 hour and a half is already gone from this. You've only got another 1 hour and a half left for the morning. And then you might do one of these 4 meetings here. 1 hour's gone. And at that point, your brain, you're knackered, you're done. Trust me, you don't want to do anything at this point. You're starving. And then that's it. You're hitting the lunchtime. So this line here is lunchtime. That's it. It's done for today, right? You come back after lunch and the team's working away. What do you think needs to start happening now? We need to start preparing for the next day. Start looking at the user stories. Are the user stories prepared? Are they analyzed properly? Is there some that's missing clarity? Is there some that needs some extra requirements added? There'll be multiple things here. So you'll need to think about, what needs to be done. So the user stories, look at the user stories. Maybe also talk to the testing team, to the automation team, automation/testing team, and check what's the status of everything that's going on in the sprint. Are we likely to deliver things? Are we not? Are we not going to be able to deliver things? Another thing that could be happening here is that the Scrum Master might also be participating in a group of other Scrum Masters. So there might be a Scrum of Scrums. This is fantastically detailed in the SAFe Scrum Master course. If you want to know exactly how this agenda works on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, take the SAFe Scrum Master course and you'll learn exactly what's going on here. So that there might be an SOS meeting happening here. If you're running large scale programs and projects, this is wonderful to have here. What else could be happening here? So let's say the user story thing, checking up about an hour there, automation testing, an hour there. Scrum of Scrums, about an hour there. So 3 hours have already gone. We've already lost 3 hours here. We've got 1 hour left. What do you think might be a good thing to do here? Write in the comments. What do you think could be an extra additional thing that the Scrum Master can do here as a good, yeah, we should be doing this. So I'll leave the last section to yourselves to write in the comments. What do you think? And remember, there's no right or wrong answer here. There's no right or wrong answer that this way it has to be done. No, it can be anything. As far as I'm concerned, you want to have a dynamic Scrum Master. You want to have a Scrum Master which is very flexible, very interchangeable, can go up to a project management perspective and also drop back down to a facilitator perspective. And don't listen to the people on YouTube that are saying right now that the project managing role is defunct. It's not. In fact, more than ever now, the Scrum Mastering role profession needs the project management skills more than ever in this day and age. So I'm seeing this play out all around the world. So don't listen to the people that are just trying to say you need Scrum Mastering. No, it will not cut the cheese, it will not cut the mustard. You need both. You need Scrum Mastering and project management skills at the same time. So that's your typical schedule in one day. So if we go back to the question was, what did the Scrum Master do all day? Well, they're pretty busy. They're pretty busy. In fact, to me, this is very busy. Now, the common thing that you hear about when it comes to Scrum Mastering is that they are a coach, they are facilitating team meetings, they are guiding people, they are supporting people in the agile way of working, and they're also doing a lot of meetings, scheduling in meetings, and there'll be some other stuff in there, which people will see this is the roles and responsibilities of a Scrum Master. But this in itself isn't enough. In fact, this is just the bare minimum of a Scrum Master, what they actually do, just the pure bare minimum. And in fact, there is a lot of guidance which is available in the Scaled Agile Framework, which I'll touch upon very soon. But let's just go through some more things. Now, we understand that the Scrum Master is a critical person who deals with not deals with, but also supports the product owner, but also supports the engineers, the supporting team. He'll be supporting both of them. So that instantly means that this person's qualities and capabilities, he'll need to possess a certain amount of skill set, right? There needs to be a skill set for this person, the Scrum Master, to deal with the product owner. Totally different skill set. And the skill set that will be required to deal with these people will be a totally different skill set. So suddenly we have diverging things already here. And don't forget, this person is also involved with the stakeholders. And these are the big guys. And the skill set here is going to be totally different. So the first thing to understand here is that this person is critical. This person has a variety of characters that they're dealing with on the day-to-day basis. And because they're dealing with these characters on a day-to-day basis, the way they communicate with them is going to change dramatically throughout. So I have pulled up the Scaled Agile Framework website that you can see behind me here. And I want to show you something which is very cool. And I feel that you'll get a lot of value when you see what's going on here. If you go onto the Scaled Agile Framework website and you go to the big picture here, you will clearly see that there is a Scrum Master team coach role here. Let's click on this. And let's get a little bit deeper into what this thing is saying here. So you can see here that we've got a wonderful article here, which is detailing the details of the Scrum Master role, the characteristics. Have a very good read. I mean, empathetic, conflict navigator, servant leader, mentor, transparent coach, contains everything that you should have a skill set as a Scrum Master. But look what we have here. Let's look at this in detail. Facilitating PI planning. You're probably sitting there wondering what's PI planning. PI planning is program increment planning, which is a big 2-day workshop when you plan out massive projects, when you're delivering highly critical, high budget. That's what PI planning is. When you're involved with many stakeholders, you're involved at the highest levels of the business. You learn that in the Scaled Agile Scrum Master course. Take it if you want to learn this. So facilitating PI planning, that's a critical skill for a Scrum Master to have. That's critical to have. If you don't have that skill, I don't know what skill you will have to actually perform at the best. Supporting the iteration execution, that is sprints. You're supporting the sprinting. That's what I just showed you on the Monday thing that we just covered there. So you're covering that as well. Improving the flow. If you were not improving the flow as a Scrum Master, what on earth are you exactly doing in the first place, right? So, and the daily stand-up is a perfect example of this because you're taking impediments and you're removing them. You're removing them as fast as possible so the team can keep flowing. That's the whole purpose behind this. And building high-performing teams. The coaching, the mentorship, the guidance, all that stuff comes into play. You are building high-performing teams regardless of what you're doing as a Scrum Master. And you're improving the overall Agile release train, structural ways of working. So the other teams that are on this Agile release train are going fast as possible, humanly as possible, right? So you can see here already that the Scrum Master role is a fully packed role. Contains many things that this individual has to do on the day-to-day basis, but I'm not finished. You see, this is where some of the problems are coming in now. So let me just turn this off. The Scrum Mastering role has responsibilities, has a very tight schedule that you're doing every day. And we looked at the Scaled Agile website, which contains a lot of details. But also I mentioned something earlier on today. There is a massive critical piece when it comes to project management. Write in the comments, why is this critical? Don't just go out and bash this. You shouldn't be bashing this. I've been in this business for the last 15 years and I promise you one thing. Every successful Scrum Master that I met had PMP skills underneath their belt. Why is that? Whenever you're running projects, you're going to face the typical knowledge domains, no matter what. Scope, schedule, cost, quality, the risk, comms. There'll also be stakeholders. You might need to go and procure stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think there's also one called resources, human resources. There's a specific name for that, but I'll just call it resources. And there's probably 1, 2 more as well. So these are all the domains. You need to have requirement gathering knowledge on how to do this because you're writing user stories. You need to be able to schedule the work accordingly with the help of the Agile team. If you aren't able to do this, how's your sprint plannings working? Can you fully 100% rely on the Scrum team, the engineers? What if some of them are not mature enough? You need to have a good collaboration with everyone, and your ability to have that scheduling power, skill set underneath your toolkit will make things even better for the team. In fact, it might make the team even more effective by doing this. Costing, of course you need costing. Stakeholders expect to know how much the project's going to cost. You need costing. There's a lot of people that think that the Agile, the Scrum methodology doesn't talk about costing. It doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. And this makes it even more critical that you need to take a PM project management course so you can learn how to do the costings. Case in point. Quality. The definition of done can't just be fully managed by the Scrum team, as what's said in most literature. You need to be able to have quality from a organizational perspective. In fact, the Scaled Agile, the Scrum Master, SAFe Scrum Master course actually has a good chapter, a good couple of slides on this as well, which gives you more details on this. Risk management, again, critical how to mitigate risks. And again, in the SAFe Scrum Master course, it shows you exactly how to handle risks like this. Communications, again, critical part, but also in the SAFe Scrum Master course, it shows you exactly how to do this perfectly and how to handle the comms and the stakeholders in a very proactive manner, in a physical manner as well. And procurement for stuff that we can't do, and resources, again, resources, perfect way of perfectly dealt with in the SAFe Scrum Master course of how we want to take this forward. So all these things are required for the Scrum Master. It's what the Scrum Master does on the day-to-day basis. So if we go back to the original question, what does the Scrum Master do? Does all of this, does more, and does even more. In fact, you might just say that this person needs to have a skill in almost every criteria or every domain that they're working in. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. What did you think of the video? What was your biggest takeaway from this video? If I've missed anything, feel free to add it into the video for other viewers to learn from. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video with someone that's trying to learn about Scrum Mastering. Feel free to message me on my social media channels. Reach out to me in my WhatsApp. And if you'd like to attend some of my Scaled Agile training courses, drop me a message down below. Thank you for watching.